Hello everyone, my name is Joachim and welcome to So Many Games So Little Time. Today we will be talking about the long shot of the dice game. Long shot of the dice game. This just arrived and this will be my first playthrough. Well, actually the second one, but the first one I didn't record. So my first playthrough, and you can see it's already set up here. All 8 of them are here. You have the horse cards here. If they look a little bit dirty, that could be either the card art or the fact that I've already used this on it and cleaned it and everything. Anyway, so we're playing the solo game. You can play this up to 8 people, which I think would be really magnificent and crazy and whatever, but we'll see. Although I doubt I'll probably never play this with 8, but even with more people it would be interesting. Anyway, so we're going to play against Roland Wright, who has this board, right? And the back of the board is also nice with all these people. So on this board, basically you can see what he's going to do when the dice are rolled. Top row is the green die and the left row is the colored die. Basically the first one will focus on buying horses, the second one will focus on betting, and the third one will be focused on marking cards. Now, of course, I haven't told you how to play yet. We'll do it very quickly. Basically, you will roll these 2 dice. The green one, the green die, will decide how far the horse goes, and the colored one will decide which horse moves. But it's not that simple. Let's say we roll 4-3, right? So 4 would go 1, 2, 3. But then you look at, so early bird special, we'll move 3 spots. But then you look at the secondary movement row, and it says here, yellow also moves 1 spot. So even though 1 horse moves, more can move as well. And on your turn, you have certain actions you can do. You have 5 actions that you can do. Well, technically 6. But anyway, you have 5 actions you can do. If you play multiplayer game, you do it in turn order. Like I would go first, if I'm first player, then the next and next and next, and then we roll again and so on. But we're playing solo, so it's going to be me and then Roland Wright. I'm always first. Roland Wright. So, what are the actions? I'll tell you the first action that it's a good example here. Remember, early bird special moved 3 spots and yellow as well. So yellow is too lucky, also moved 1 spot. Now, if you use the jersey action, right, then you will look at number 4 in this case, and you will mark any of the horses at the bottom with an X. That means next time early bird special moves, he will move himself, but also the yellow one, so too lucky, and somebody else, right? So potential 2, and if people keep doing it, you can actually end up with everything being marked, right? That's perfectly possible. That will not be special or weird or whatever. Okay, so apparently someone has started cleaning in the background, so hopefully that won't be taking too long. Appears to have stopped already. Good. Okay, so another thing you can do, so then you would be marking the shirts here, the jerseys. You can also mark the helmet. The helmet allows you to bet on a horse at any time. Normally you would bet on a horse around this area, but once you cross this line you can no longer bet on it because it's too close to the finish line. However, if you have tagged the helmet, you can still do that. And then not finally, we have concession, but I'll stay clear from that for now. We also have bet. Now we start with $12. Roland starts with 20. So if you bet, you can either choose to spend $1, $2, or $3 and increase the bet of that horse by 1, 2, or 3. Now that basically means you're betting on it to win, or at least come second or third, because you can see here the odds, right? The odds here. Here it says what the odds are if they end first, second, or third at the end of the game, right? So if, for example, you have $5 on 4 at the end of the game on early bird special, and it wins, you would get 5 times 6, $30 that you would get, right? That's how that works. So that's betting. So you cannot bet 5, but on your turn you can do 1, 2, 3. But then later on, if early bird special is rolled again, you can up your bet and then up and up. Of course, it all requires money, right? So your money will decrease as you are spending it, obviously. Then you also have buy a horse. You see all these horses have money values in the top right, 8, 4, 8, 4, 10, 6, 10, and 6. So they can be very expensive. But if your horse is in the top 3, you would get the money prize that's here. So that can make a huge difference when it comes down to it. Of course, some of these horses are more expensive because if there's a tie when both of them move, they will win. For example, chain reaction is nearest to the side, right? So, or the inner path, so they will always be first. Okay, so at this point, early bird special is first, then it's too lucky, then chain reaction, scatter shot, and the rest. So of course, Natural Nelly will be cheaper because she has to win alone. If she's with anybody, she crosses the finish line together with anybody else, she will not finish first. So it's cheaper for her, and also she moves other people more standard already, which makes it even more difficult. Anyway, so those are the odds. You can buy the horse, and if you buy the horse, you also get its ability. So finally, we have concession. Then you mark the colored die number. So, for example, if we used 4 now for Nelly, then for early bird special, then we could cross out this 4 or this 4. But for example, if we had owned scatter shots, then we could actually do 5 or 3, so 3, 4, or 5 basically. And once you have a row completed, either a row or a column, then you can do one of these bonus actions. So the top row is all plus $7. Then we have moving horses backwards, which is the red one. The green one is moving them forwards. Free is free bets, you don't have to pay for it. And then a helmet and a jersey, also just do whatever you want. And then the barn is you get a horse. Just choose a horse for free and it's yours. All right, so finally you have the wild here. If you don't want to do anything, you say like, oh, I don't want to use anything on early bird special, you can say, okay, I'm just going to use 6 and then do one of these actions for miracle worker. All right, it won't move the horses, but you'll be able to do an action. I think that kind of covers it broadly. Yeah, what are the horse's actions? You have chain reaction. That means when you complete a vertical column, you can mark any concession. So basically that could end up that you have 2 columns or 2 rows completed, and then you can have multiple rewards. Last game I managed to cover everything, but then when that's done and you have no money, there's no way to get money. Okay, because the only way to get money is here with the plus 7s. There's no other way to get. Oh no, so there is. Sorry, there is. If you own 2 lucky, because 2 lucky, whenever you roll 2, so number 2 here, you get $2. Here's your 2 lucky. Scatter shot, I already explained. There's a -1, +1. Early bird special is your bet is free when placed on horses you have no bet on. So basically it allows you to bet for free on any horses the first time, which is quite good actually. Charlie horse is when you do concession, when you complete a horizontal row, move any horse backwards 1 spot. Okay. Miracle worker, when you buy it 1 time only, you can do a concession, a helmet, or a jersey. And then better safe than sorry, when you score at the end of the game, gain $2 for each horse you have a bet on. So then of course it would be better to have a bet on each horse, because so you can see better safe than better safe than sorry combined with early bird special is a pretty good combo. Free bets and $2 for each bet. So Natural Nelly is when you color in a helmet, when you buy a helmet, you move that horse 1 spot forward. So that could be good as well. Pretty good skills in general. But anyway, let's reset here and let's start the game. Alright, so this is the start player icon, whatever token, and this is the finish line, which I'll put once some horses have moved. Oh yeah, and I forgot, this is Roland Wright's starting card always, so he will be crossing the top concession. Doesn't matter to him because he has no concession, but he will start with bet of 3 on early bird special and a bet on 3 on miracle worker. Okay, so that's his starting card. That's the only thing it does. And then I have to get one of these because it will already cross out some of the stuff there. Otherwise it's really difficult to fill it up. So my card will be this one. Alright, so I have 2 on scatter shots and 4 on better safe than sorry. Okay. Oh yeah, now I just have to cross out the 8 here, the 1 here, 6, and the 2. Alright. So let's start the game. Here we go. 3 and 4. So before I even move the horse, I'm already going to see what roll and ride will do later on. He's in 3, it means he'll get $2 on top of what he already has. So, I mean, that's okay for me. I don't really care about that at the moment. So 1, 2, 3, and then it's funny that I rolled the exact same thing as the example. So now I have an option. I could buy early bird special, which of course, I don't know if that's a good thing. Because if I buy early bird special, I'm basically wanting it to win, but then roll and write is already betting on it. So, and then what else can I do? I can do concession, which would be number 4, which would start me off really nice here, because that means I just need 1, 5, 7 to complete 2 rows. And buying early bird special is $8, which is expensive. I could bet on it though, and then I kind of cancel out what he does, but it's like throwing away $3. No, I'm just going to do concession. It's 4. I'm going to do this one because it builds towards 2 lines. Sorry, because then we only need 5, 1, 5, and 7. So, okay, then he gets $2, so he's now at $22. Because Roland also has to pay, right? He doesn't get stuff for free. All right, next one. 6 and 3. So Roland already has 2 of his horses that have started amazingly. 1, 2, 3. And then blue Miracle Worker means 2 lucky moves forward as well, and scatter shot also. And blue was Miracle Worker. Yeah. Okay, so now you can see there's no 8 lines drawn here, but it doesn't matter. As long as the horses are in the same spot, the lower number will go closer down. Okay, so let's see what Roland is going to do. Roland is going to do when it's his turn. He's going to gain $1 for each mark on the lead horse. So he's going to basically get, for number 4, he's going to get $1. Okay, so it doesn't really matter either for me. Okay, so we're looking at number 6, right? Miracle Worker, when you buy it, you mark any one concession, helmet, or shirt. I might buy Miracle Worker. Yeah, I'm going to buy Miracle Worker. Because lowers it down to 6. Because he already bet on it, and I know maybe not the fantastic choice. Let me put this away. But I'm doing it because I can immediately mark an extra concession, and I'm working towards these concessions. So I'm going to mark 5. Because if I get these concessions, I can quickly get bonuses. So I own this, and then I'm going to roll the dice. Oh, wait. Roland still had his thing. So 6 and 3, was it? You get 1 mark, he gets 1 for the number 4. So 3 becomes 4. What is it? What are you doing? Yeah, that's it.
Baba, Baba, do you know what there was a game inside this one?
Ja, die is deze, hè?
Can I prove it?
Als papa gaat daarna met de video. And papa finishes the video. Alright, so we now have 2 and 6. So that means Miracle Worker will move up 2 spots again. 1, 2. And he will also move 2 and 3. So he'll also move 2 lucky and scatter shot as well. So what is Roland going to do? We have the 2 and the 6. So he's going to get a free bet on each horse that he owns, but he doesn't own anything. So then we're going to do the star, which is advance a horse with the highest bet 2 spaces. So that means early bird special is going to move up to. It's pretty nice actually. So what am I going to do? What can I do with Miracle Worker? I'm going to not do the concession, but I'm going to buy his jersey, which is free. And I'm going to then mark one of these on his card, and I'm going to mark 6. That way I am going to boost him even more. When it's his turn, he will also move an extra 1. Alright, which is awesome. Alright, let's roll again. Oh wait, 6 and 2. He gets a free one bet. So he advances the horse with the highest bet 2 spaces. So 1 and 2. So at this moment, early bird special is in the lead. 5-2. So this one moves. So it's Charlie horse. 1 and 2. He moves forward. And then also chain reaction moves forward and early bird special again. Okay, so what am I going to do with Charlie horse? I could buy Charlie horse if I wanted to. Then when I complete a horizontal row, which is coming, I can move a horse back. So I could actually sabotage early bird special every time Charlie horse is riding. But it would also mean that I'm broke. I can't make any bets. But I'm going to buy Charlie horse. You know what? I'm just going to invest in Charlie horse. I'm going to get him. Here we go. So we have Miracle Worker and Charlie horse. And then 5 and 2, which means bet $2 on 2 lead horses. So he's going to bet on early bird special and Miracle Worker. So basically the 2 he already had, he's going to have +2. So it's going to be 6 and 5. So 6, 5, and then the 22 is going to go down by 4, so that's 18 lines. Okay, there we go again. 2 and 2, so that means 2 lucky is moving up 2 spots, 1, 2. If I had owned 2 lucky, I would have gotten $2, but I don't. And then 2 lucky will also move Charlie horse up 1 spot, which is good for me because I want both of these preferably in the top 3. So what am I going to do then? I have no money. I can cross out the 2. There's a little bit of wind here. I can cross out the 2, but then that's not really going to get me anywhere. I cannot buy. The wind is blowing all the horses down. These 2 are here together. All right. Doing this now. That's the downside of playing outside. All right. So I am going to. Should I buy the jersey? Just so I can make sure one of my horses moves when 2 lucky moves. Yeah, I'm going to buy the jersey at 2 lucky, and I'm going to mark Miracle Worker as well. That way my both horses get pushed forward whenever 2 lucky moves. And then 2-2 here is bet $3 on owned lead horse. He doesn't own anything, so advanced horse with the highest bet 2 spaces. That means, wow, okay, early bird special is really racing off. 8 and 3. Okay, Nitro Nelly moves 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. And she also moves 2 lucky. Oh, this is really bad for me. An early bird special. Alright, my horses are falling behind now. I have no money, but I have 8 though, which also doesn't really help in the concession stand. I probably should not have bought Charlie horse, it seems. But anyway. So, I'm actually going to do concession stand anyway, get the soul 8 out of there. Alright, and he has 3 8s. Mark lead owned horse, he doesn't own anything, doesn't matter. Place a free $2 bet on horse in lead. Okay, let's see. Place free $2 bet on horse in lead. So that'll be 6 becomes 8 now. It's crazy. Actually, I need to buy that horse just so he doesn't buy it. Okay, 5-3. Good news. Good news for Charlie horse. Charlie horse moves 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. And then he also moves chain reaction 1 spot. And, well, actually, that's not very good. He also moves early bird special 1 spot. Okay, so we have Charlie horse. I could boost him, so Miracle Worker also goes up. Or I could try to get more horizontal rows, but it's only 5 is there, so it's not really good. I could use a wild. That means I can do a different number. If I use a wild, I, for example, could get 7, move this one back, and get something here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use a wild. So instead of a 5, we now have a 7. So I will cross out the 7, which is horizontal, move any horse 1 space back. So early bird special is pushed back. And then I can do one of these, and I'm going to get a free horse. And I think I'm going to buy early bird special, maybe too lucky for the money. Too lucky for the money. Yeah. Too lucky for the money. This is $10, but it's free because of that action. So you might have noticed that Roland still hasn't bought anything because he haven't rolled any ones. So 5 and 3. So 3 and 5. Mark horse's box on roll, matching highest bets. Okay, so we roll to get the horse, which is chain reaction, and the highest bet is 8. So chain reaction will now move 8 forward. Alright, let's continue. 6 and 3. That's really good for me. Miracle Worker moves up 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. And he moves up. 2 lucky. And he also moves scatter shots. And he also moves himself again. Alright, so suddenly he's right there in the lead. I still have no money. We did roll a 6. That'll help us to get something vertically. I could mark his helmet, which give me bonuses at the end. I cannot buy, I cannot bet, I cannot do the jersey. Okay, I'm just going to do concession. There we go, 6. And then roll and right, 3, 6, gain $1 for each X marked on the lead horse. So lead horse is 4, early bird special, so he just gets $1. So he has 19 now. So for sure, whenever he gets to buy, he can buy whatever he wants. 3 and 4, oh this is horrible for me. So early bird special, 1, 2, 3. He's now crossed the line halfway. And then, but 2 lucky moves as well, at least that's good. And 3 and 4, he'll just get $2, so that's okay at least. So I have a 4 now. 4 does nothing to me in concession. Cannot buy it. I could do the jersey. I think I have to do concession because then a 2 would be really helpful. I'll do concession. Concession, and then he will get $2, which is 21. Sometimes you'll hear my daughter in the background. Okay, and then the next one. 3, 2. So basically, scatter shot will move 2 spots, 1 and 2, and scatter shot is moving chain reaction up 1. Alright, so we have a 3. 3 works for me. Okay, concession time. Here we go. So we have 1 down. So I guess I should cross them out to show that I've done them. So this is, however, this is vertical. So I don't get the bonus. It is vertical, so I get to do one thing. I could totally push this back 3 spots, or I could get money. I think maybe I should get money because I'm low on funds. And I need to buy something. Or should I just move it back 3 spots? Move it back 3 spots. But then when it moves, it moves. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna get $7. I'll go for the money. Hopefully that will help me more out in the long run. Okay, so 2 and 3. So he's bet $1 on each one horse. He doesn't own anything. Advance horse with the highest bet 2 spaces. Oh my goodness, I should have checked that first. Oh, it's about to win. Stupid. Alright, 8 moves 1 spot. Boom. So Nitro Nelly. And she moves early bird special, who wins the race for sure. And also moves 2 lucky 1 spot. So the game is not over yet because 3 horses have to cross the finish line to finish the game. So we're not done yet. I do, however, have an 8 to my disposal that I can't use. I do have money now. I could actually buy the horse, but I don't really see what that would help me. That means whenever I buy the helmet, that horse moves 1 plus. I'll buy the horse. Yeah, so there's 3 left then. So I now own 4 horses. And most of the horses will be in the top 3. Like these 3 or the next 3. So hopefully that'll work out. And he's gonna buy something, right? Buy a horse. Roll the number and then see what he buys. 3. He buys Scattershots, which is currently in 4th place. Now the horses that he buys, they do not use their abilities. Okay, it's important to know. All right, let's continue. Whoa, Nitro Nelly moves another 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. Suddenly racing forward like crazy. And for him, that would be 3, 8. Mark lead owner horse's box on itself. So that means Scattershot would then mark itself. So it goes faster. So Nitro Nelly. Now obviously it says when you buy the helmet, move the horse +1. So I'm gonna buy her helmet, which moves her 1 spot forward. I'm also supposed to move Lucky forward 1 spot. Forgot to do that. Alright, so 8-3, mark lead owner's box on itself, so Scattershot now marks itself. So when Scattershot is rolled, it will move 1 spot extra. 6 and 2, that means Miracle Worker moves up 2 spots. And it will move 2 Lucky as well, it will move Scattershot as well, and it will move itself as well. Herself, actually, I think. Yeah. Okay, so with 6, I can buy the helmet, which I will do, which allows me to still bet on her at this point. But mostly it will allow, because of Nitro Nelly's ability, to move it +1. Okay, and then he, Roland, 2 and 6, free $1 bet on each owned horse. So he now has a $1 bet on Scattershots. Okay, 5 and 2. So Charlie Horse moves up 2. Charlie. He also moves up Chain Reaction 1 spot, and 4 doesn't move anymore. So okay, that's Charlie Horse. I've done nothing with him. Okay, so we have Charlie Horse. It's 5. I could do concession. I'm gonna do concession. I'm not gonna put a bet on him. So 2 and 5 means bet $2 on each 2 lead horses. So he's gonna bet $2 on. Well, he's not allowed because you cannot bet on here. So you can't do that. So that means that he does the bottom. So 2, 5. Advanced horse with highest bet 2 spaces. So that's impossible. So 6 will move 2 spaces. Alright. Yeah. So Miracle Worker finishes, which is actually bad for me because I didn't manage to bet on him. I'm just gonna get $25, but he is gonna get $30. So it's 5 times 6. So it's actually bad for me. It's not looking good, to be honest. It's actually looking really bad. All right, let's continue. 3 and 3. See, looking even worse. Scattershot. 1, 2, 3, and Scattershot also moves Chain Reaction and itself. Himself. Okay, I already have everything on Scattershot. I don't really know why, but I think I'm going to use a wild and then do the helmets of 2 Lucky and mix it in forward once. 3-3. Mark all owned horses boxes on die roll. So basically, Charlie Horse will now move Scattershot as well. Which is totally boo. Alright, almost done here. Oh, yeah, it's over. 1, 2, 3. 2 Lucky wins. But 2 Lucky also moves Scattershot and nobody. So I also get $2 for that because I rolled him. So it's 5, and it's a 2, so I can cross this out. So I have another vertical, so I can cross 2 more spaces out. Now I can no longer bet on 2 lucky because it's finished, but I can do 2 more of these things. So I can do 2 more free bets, but those 2 free bets are useless because they didn't cross the line. I could, what can I do? I can get 14 points by getting $14. I think that's the best option. Yeah. But roll and write, what's he gonna do? 3 and 2. Mark the last space on horse on, yeah, just gets $1, doesn't matter. I'll just do this, so it's 14, so this will become 19. And also move any horse -1, boo, scatter shot. Should be like this. Okay, game is over. Let's check the scores. We'll do mine first because it's not going to be very good. This is the horses that are finished. So I get 15 and 25. So together that's 40. Then it is the sets times 5. So I only have 2 sets. That gives me 10 points. Then is the bets. So I only have 2 on scatter shot. It doesn't matter because it didn't cross the line. 4 on 7. Didn't even move. So I have 0 on the bets. Wow, that is horrendously painful. And then I get 19 here. Yeah, that is it. I'm not kidding. Okay, and then I think Roland destroyed me this time. Roland, horses that finished, he has 35. No, he doesn't own it. He doesn't own it. He doesn't own early bird special. He has nothing here. No horses of his finished. Scatter shots, nothing. And then early bird special did win, so it's 8 times 60, which is 48. And then this one was 3rd, which is third. Sorry, I had a brain freeze because I was checking what the dice were doing. So this one is 2nd. Sorry, so 5 times 6 is 30. So he finishes with. Oh, what am I doing? 30 goes here.
Hello.
48 goes there.
Hello.
And then 21 goes here. So this is 78. So 78 plus 29 is 99. And then mine is 40, 50, 69. So he completely destroyed me. My goodness.
I see something.
So the only thing left for me to say is I won the first game. And that was way higher score. And why was it way higher? It was way higher because I was able to do this a lot more. I moved them back more, kept betting more. Yeah, wow. He whooped my butt because I never moved this one. I only moved it back once, but I should have just stopped it from finishing. And I should have bet more on my own horses. But I spent all my money on buying horses and only 2 of them finished. Really spent $10 on nothing. Yeah, I didn't play well this time. But that's it. That is long shots. Okay. This is just the first playthrough. I'm going to do a second playthrough with the other set of cards. I'll just mix all the cards together and the events, and then I'll do how I feel about it and so on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. My name was and will always be Joachim. This is So Many Games, So Little Time. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.